My name is Joseph Kafunda, born and bred from Windhoek, born on the 10th of November 1983. And I've lived in Windhoek, studied in Windhoek with a couple of educational background from Okahanja, where I finished my grade 12 in 2003. And since 2003, I joined the tourism industry at a young age and become a tour assistant, from tour assistant to tour guide. And then we have few challenges at the beginning because we're not so many. Some couple of us were interested in becoming guide, but we didn't know exactly how to begin and all those kind of things. But at the later stage, we gained the experience and then we become professional guides. My professional guides actually started in 2005 when I was employed first by Trans-Africa, and then after that I went to work for African Eagle for 6 years. And then since 2010, I've been on my own as a freelance guide. NATH was the only accredited school which could be able to form guide and give them up to level 3. And I did my course in 2010, sponsored by the Namibian, by the American Millennium Challenge account, of which I studied for 17 months to get a level 3, of which that level 3 was tested by the Namibian Training Authority, and then I got my accredited. And after I get my credit with the Namibian Training Authority, they introduced the RPL system, of which is just a prior learning process, of which you have to learn or you have to be tested on what you know, of which I obtained my level 4. And after that, I went to South Africa and then I studied for my level 5 through the tourism cross-border guiding system, of which was sponsored by SADC. And then I study and then I finish at University of Pretoria. So as we speak currently, I have a level 5 certificate or guiding certificate, and of which that can give me an access to guide in both South Africa and Namibia. And then I went on again to study Retoza. Retoza is just like a cross-border, of which you have to study 14 countries. And I studied that and I obtained also a Retoza certificate. As we speak, I obtained my level 4 guiding system through the Namibian Training Authority, the tourism cross-border certificate through the University of Pretoria, and the Retoza Southern Africa certificate. With tourism industry, you have to speak multi-languages. I speak about 3 international languages, which is English, French, and German. I can be able to guide as well in a little bit of my Portuguese that I can be able to do. But in total, I speak about 8 to 9 languages, of which is very important for when you want to join the tourism industry. The experience that I've gained in the touring industry, it's quite enormous, quite huge, because of the field that I've been doing and the countries that I've been guiding. It's not only Namibia. I've been guiding in South Africa, I've been guiding in Botswana, I've been guiding in Zimbabwe, Zambia, Malawi, Mozambique. So with all these countries, when you go there, you try to interact with other guides, try to gain as much experience as you can get. But traveling to those countries is quite difficult, as you might not have clients that can take you to those countries. But due to the fact that I'm a freelance guide, so I'm always traveling to some of those countries. It's very difficult to answer which part of the countries that I really liked, because Namibia is quite beautiful and all 13 regions are completely different. If you take, for instance, the region in the south, it's the most visited because of the sand sea dunes, the world proclaimed patrimony of the world. So of that, one cannot be able to escape and say that the south is the most beautiful. But when you look back at Damaraland is one of the most amazing landscapes that one can be able to see. And then when you travel to Kunene is quite huge and large. It has the tribes, it has the waterfalls, it has the animals. The Etosha National Park is found in Kunene. So I can say that Namibia, you cannot distinguish, or you cannot be able to tell which part of Namibia is the most beautiful part. But every part is beautiful. I doubt in Namibia there is a place that I haven't visited. Out of the 13 regions that we have, I visited almost all the places, and it's really nice. And when you explore all those places, it's really, really amazing. Namibian tourism statistic, currently it stands at 1.5 million visitors in a year, of which make Namibia become on a top destination in the world is based on the statistic of 2019, but of which, if more marketing, more education, or more material is being provided to the people, that can be able to increase the statistic of this 1.5. My favorite meal is always a traditional meal. It's always pap and vleis, as we said it in Afrikaans, or a pap and meat. So it's always gonna remain the favorite food. And it's also because it's our national plate, of which you can be able to sell or tell the clients about. History can be told about the plates. So that's my favorite food. Once you want to join the tourism industry, you don't have to look at how much it's gonna pay you, or what are the advantages of traveling around and knowing your country. You have to love first what you do. Once you love what you do, you can join the tourism industry based on your languages. If you're an English guide, there is a lot of English guides being needed. If you can speak a foreign language, that means it's an advantage towards you joining the tourism industry. My advice to anybody who wants to join the tourism industry is feel free, but don't join for the money. Join for the good and the advantage that it's gonna give to you. Money always comes as a secondary, but first love what you do. And then once you love what you do, you can join the tourism industry anytime soon. Okay, if I was the president of Namibia, first things that I would want to change, or I would like to change in this country, especially in the tourism industry, it's equality. Change the inequality that exists in the tourism sectors. Majority of our own people doesn't have the advantage or doesn't have the backup of the government. Whenever they try to join in, they lack that experience and the government does not meet them. So should I be the president, I will make sure that some of these things are changed. My fellow Namibians get the best education regarding the tourism sector, and then after that motivate them and also make funds available for them to join the industry. I do keep in touch with my clients, most of them via emails, via WhatsApp, via Facebook, and then we have repetitive clients that when I keep them in touch like that, they follow me or they look at what I'm doing, and then it gives them interest to come back into Namibia again. What do I like about Namibian people? First of all, it's a friendly smile or friendliness smile that they can give you to their accommodation or establishment anytime you get there. And secondly, it's the changes or the diversity in our landscape. We have one of the most diverse landscape in the world. Let me say, it's just a different, and that difference is that you cannot find anywhere else. And the rest is history. We have one of the most cultivated history that many people are looking at or are interested in. That is something that we as Namibians should be selling outside or to the outside world.